Hello Divine Being, my name is Juha Riverhill and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to speak about the heart chakra. And if you haven't checked out my first video about chakras in general, how they function and how I really see them from my perspective and from spiritual perspective, you should check out that video first. Alright, but in this video I'm going to speak about the heart chakra. So heart chakra is, like you probably know, located on your chest right in the middle. And heart chakra is really important chakra also because that is the area that we start to build up the holy or sacred temple of light, where our inner being is going to come and place itself and plant itself, and where we are going to reborn. So heart area is really important. And when we are speaking about the heart area, there's also this physical heart that is pumping blood and minerals and vitamins through our vein system. But when we are speaking about the heart chakra, it's also multi-layered, like other chakras, multi-layered and let's say chambered system. So like in other chakras there are also 12 layers. Like in a whole universe there's 12 layers in existence. But anyway, in a heart chakra's first layer is usually what seers and others look as they're looking the chakras colors. We are looking and trying to check the first layer, because in the first layer is this ongoing life, this life that you are living right now. So it's really important to check that color, not the inner chambers or higher levels, because they are then for the other things, and there also might be hidden some past life things. But when we start to say in our consciousness and our awareness and in everyday life that I'm love, I'm in my heart and I'm listening, that will always arise your energy, your spiritual energy, your prana, but also it will open up your heart. And in your heart temple there's a lot of chambers, or there are chambers that are locked. There are things, there are old relationships, there are multiplied things, multiply energies, shame, guilt, bitterness, tangling energy that you might possess there. So again, when you start to develop yourself, think about that there starts ongoing, almost endless spiritual development. And it means also that you start to cleanse and clean and wash your heart multi levels and clean them up. You know, you need to do the cleansing for them. Nobody else won't do it for yourself. So when you start to do the cleansing, all the layers will release their stuff. So you need to be really aware and love them, and let them be there and also release them. But in a heart area there also is this sacred temple inside of the heart area or the heart chakra area, and that is where our inner being, like I said, it can come there and make a colony there and make their living in there, and make its living in there, because that inner being actually locates above our head. We can almost reach it with our hand, so it's in our aura above our head. But when we start to connect to our inner being, like I call it inner sparkle or inner Christ, then it starts to keep coming into our heart. When we say that I am love, I'm in my heart, then you connect to your higher self. But when you are saying I am the Christ of unconditional love, I'm in my heart and I'm listening, then your inner Christ comes to your heart temple. But it won't come unless there is love and loving energy. But okay, so there's this heart temple, and what is it needed for is that we need to build up there a space, loving, sacred space for our inner being. And when our inner being is then living in our heart, locating there physically even, then we start to change. And we can start the self-awareness path, or you could call it self-realization path. And some other people call it initiation path. But we need that. We need our inner sparkle, or this inner Christ, to develop ourselves away from ego stuff. If we are only living and trying to read spiritual books, we are trying to watch some people made videos like I'm making video to you, you think that it's the only way of doing it. No, you need to work for it. You need to, like I said, do the cleansing, but also struggle to get to the inner light, to the love and light, because ego will be there giving you resistance, and some other beings as well. There will be resistance of your request of getting in the realms of love. But when you are doing it, when you are struggling with yourself, you will succeed. But you need that loving and high energy from your inner sparkle to help you out. Without that, I have to say, coldly as it is, it's impossible. So you need that inner sparkle to light up your heart's temple and also enlighten your mind, your person and your ego. But then, in a heart chakra, there's also, it's maintaining some organs. Well, heart, yes, and a blood and vein system, yes, but then it's also maintaining the lungs. But it's also taking care of thymus. And that nerve actually is taking care of our immune system and also dealing with our dreams. When we are starting to have higher dreams or vision dreams or some kind of premonition dreams, they start from this thymus area. But heart center is also taking care of lungs. And when we are breathing, like I said, it's also located, not located, but it's also connected to solar plexus. When we are having this kind of eternal or divine breathing, that we are breathing in and we are breathing out, it's also that we are receiving something. We are receivers also, or we have receiver, and then we have transmitter when we are sending out. When we are blowing the air out, we are also releasing the old. But when we are inhaling, then when we inhale, we take a lot of things also, but we need to be aware what and conscious about that, what things we are taking in. So what do we want? We want love, right? We want to breathe love. We want to breathe and take in with our receiver. We want to take love. But then what else heart center or heart area takes care of? Well, hands. We have hands, and in a spiritual way, you could say that your hands are continuation of your heart. So when we are developing something and we want to develop from heart, we are developing from heart energy. We can build up something, we can hit something, we can do things with our hands. And in general, we are creating with our hands. And they are also simple, like this right hand is symbol of doing, acting, like this area from elbow to wrist. If we are having problems, or you are having problems in that area, that might be that you are doing too much, you are creating too much, you are helping others too much, you are not keeping your boundaries, for example. But then, well, heart is also taking care of, for example, the blood pressure and blood functioning, and also of blood flowing and going from heart and circling it in a veins, but also heart is sort of balancing the pressure. And when we are having a lot of stress, or we are having anxiety, or we are worrying about something, it might affect to our heart balance. What kind of colors might be in a heart? Again, if there is black, which is really uncommon these days because people are more open and so on. But if there usually is 4 to 5 colors for normal regular person, but spiritual person usually have 2 or 3 colors. And red is always, when it's located in the chakras, it's about fear. Black for me, it's hatred or some kind of an anxiety energy. But then if we are having the let's say leaf colored, or forest leaves might have certain color, that is healing color. That person might be a healer, or that person might have healing energy just in the person's speech or whatever. Then there might be a pink color. That usually means that you have fallen in love, or then you are really a kind and good person. But if there's a red color, I would say really bright red, that means that you are really nice, normal person. But if you have in a heart area, if you have, let's say, golden energy or something, purple energy or something like that, that is also a good color. But I always say when there's even a little pinch of red, it means that person has fears, and that usually it's spot on. But anyway, higher colors, what are the golden energy and platinum energy, or white gold energy, those are really high and good energies. But you also might find in your heart that it's actually stopped. It won't rotate, like heart should be rotating in a certain direction. But like I said in the first video, but if it stops, it means that you have really problems in your emotional area. But then what else from the heart chakra? Well, it's a temple, it's a key to your enlightenment, also because you should be more concentrating and thinking through your heart. Listen to your heart what to say. And heart is also really indicator to your spiritual development. Are you really ready to develop from love? Are you really ready to create your life and everything in your life? I mean everything in your life from heart. Thank you for watching this video, and stay true to your heart. Bye.